We're live. We're live. We're live, baby.
Good morning.
Good
How
morning,
you doing?
sweetie. I'm good. Thank you for my morning kiss. We have a topic,
What is it that you believed as a child
but not so much
that you don't believe anymore?
We're going to talk about it. We're going to kick it around. We'll be right back after these messages. We'll be right back.
Oh man. Good morning. My name is Brian McNeill.
And I am Lisa Santiago McNeill.
And thank you for joining us on our show, Let's Talk About It. We come to each Monday through Friday right here on the SIBN network, on iHeartRadio, YouTube, TuneIn, as well as Facebook Live. Good morning.
Good morning. Good morning. Like. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning.
Good morning. So we suspect this is going to be kind of fun.
We suspect.
What is it that you believed as a child that you no longer believe as an adult?
Yeah.
And just take a moment to ponder that for a second. Now, we want to go ahead and get the obvious ones out the way.
What the obvious ones?
Santa Claus. Santa Claus is the first obvious
the
one.
Easter Bunny.
Yeah.
I don't know if African American children had the Easter Bunny as much as a fable.
I remember
the Tooth Fairy.
I remember about 5 or 6 years old, thinking, how could Santa Claus deliver us presents?
Really?
How could he do it? Because we lived on the 3rd floor of a 4th-floor building, and we didn't have a chimney. And what I settled on was Santa would have to use the fire escape.
Oh, okay. Yes.
That's how I was like.
That was how Santa in the Hood came through.
He had to come through the fire escape.
Yeah, I think so. So Santa Claus, the Tooth Fairy.
I definitely believe in the Tooth Fairy because I had money coming into me under my pillow.
There was proof.
Yes.
Financial remuneration.
I got $1.
You got $1?
Yeah.
Oh, we were still in quarters when I was Tooth Fairying.
Oh my gosh. So you shared it to my page already, didn't you?
Yeah, it goes to your page.
Okay, good. Let me go there. Oh Lord, Facebook like messing with your boy.
So
you can't post in groups.
Also learned or believed that two things couldn't be right.
As a child, you got an example? Good morning, Mr. William Peterson. How you doing, sir? What is it that you believed as a child that you no longer believe is true as an adult?
Actually, I probably should, need to consider my response because there may be some people that still believe this, and I respect your right to believe whatever you want to believe.
Okay. How about this? As a child, I believe that adults knew better than I did. And adults are smarter than kids. So if an adult says it, it must be true. Now, as an adult, I've come to realize that's absolutely not true.
Not so much.
They don't know either.
That if you were going to be successful, you had to go to college.
That was a major one. And that was propagated to us over and over and over again. That unless you went to college, you could not succeed. And I just so happen to know a lot of people who didn't go to college and succeed wonderfully. And I know a lot of people who went to college for just a little while, a year, a semester, or 2. Good morning, Sister Brittany. Brittany, what is it that you believed when you were a child that you no longer believe is true as an adult? Is there anything that you used to believe? We threw out the obvious ones like Santa Claus, okay, Easter Bunny, and Tooth Fairy. Okay, but other things too. What else that you believed as a child?
I think I believed that in order to I think I'm trying to figure out how to put this the right way. So keep going.
Is this the same? Okay, I'm gonna keep going. When I was a child, I was sure I was going to be a pro basketball player. Now at age 54, I don't believe I'm going to be now. My knee, my hip, my foot, my weight, and height, just because of those things, baby. Mm-hmm. But I thought I knew enough to play back. I remember probably about 13 or 14 when I knew I was great in basketball. I started to know I was great at it. I tried to imagine if I could put together a team of my friends to beat the Knicks, okay, the New York Knicks, the basketball team. So I imagined the best players that I could think of in my neighborhood to play the Knicks. And what I got very frustrated. Doug was on the team. Doug, you'd see my friend that comes on here. Me and Doug was in the backcourt. I got the feeling that from position to position, none of my friends could match up with the Knicks except for me. None of them was going to be able to get off. Nobody's going to be able to score against Bill Cartwright or Bernard King. Or
that's what you believe?
I thought I would be the only one on my team that could score against the Knicks.
Wow. Good morning, Shaki.
Doug. Oh, Doug Yusey is here. I just mentioned his name.
What
Doug,
did you believe as a
child that you no longer
not
believe
so much anymore?
Yes. Doug, I imagine if we picked the best players in my hood, I had me and you in the backcourt, could we beat the New York Knicks? And I resolved that I was probably going to be the only one that could score against them.
Really?
I thought I could, baby. I didn't think nobody could stop me by themselves. By the time I was 15, I was over.
Wow.
You're going to need to double team me or something.
Brittany said she used to believe Santa Claus. I think we all had like some period or phase where we believed in Santa Claus.
What is the purpose of that? Is there any value that you can see in having children believe in things like Santa Claus and the Tooth Fairy and Easter Bunny and all that? What's the value of that?
I understand the value, the what they were trying to do.
What are they trying to do?
They were trying to instill magic and faith within a very difficult way. It's a very difficult thing to explain, but I think that that it may have been more harm than good. Mm-hmm. But I also think that it's not something that people can just generally decide for everybody else.
Okay.
Which was what the challenge was when the second generation came along, right? Some families wanted to perpetuate Christmas, and then other families who had grown up and really felt misled or misrepresented decided, I'm not teaching that. And then there was a kind of a rift in between that. These are my kids. You can't teach. Yeah. You can't tell me that I'm going to teach my kids lies. So it's difficult. It's difficult.
Santa Claus. What do you mean? You can't
not just Santa Claus. I think everything. I think religion. I think there's a lot of things that fall under that category of you kind of gotta let people deal with it their own way.
I guess. I'm hoping to hear from Melissa Price today, William Brown, Mark Greer. Definitely want to hear from Stephanie Morris today. I want to hear from, if she can, if she feels up to it, Miss Jacqueline.
I talked to Jacqueline yesterday, and I'm grateful that she is feeling better. She has been watching the reruns and catching us off time. It's just been a little bit difficult getting up at Arizona time. Mm-hmm. So sending good vibes.
What did you believe?
What did you believe
as a child?
Okay. I was waiting for you to say it. What did you believe as a child that you no longer believe? What did you believe as a child that you no longer
Dr.
believe?
Beverly, what is it that you believed when you were a kid that you don't believe is true anymore?
Dr. Deborah.
Dr. Deborah's there. She said good morning, but Dr. Beverly just popped through.
Good morning. Good morning. Mm-hmm. I didn't see you over there.
Yep, she just went through here. There's so much. And let's just in this early part of the show, is making me question the value of the lies that so many lies our parents told us. That innocence thing is not good enough reason.
I think that in some things there were lies, but in other things there were simply that was their current truth.
Yeah, that's I can swallow that better. That was their current truth at the time. That's what you did. You know, that whole thing about you go to school. Oh, there's another one. I believe as a child that I no longer believe. That if I didn't get a good grade on a spelling test in the 4th grade or 3rd grade,
it was going to follow you forever.
It's going to follow you forever. And when you go to get a job, they're going to see this. This is going to be on your permanent record.
Permanent record was a real thing. I don't believe that anymore.
I can imagine the job. Yes, the job interview. Brian, you seem qualified, but in the 3rd grade, you got a 65 on a spelling test. I can't have you at his company. That whole line about it's going to be on your permanent record is such bull.
Wow, that was so. That was well, and so again, what was the purpose? Yes.
Okay.
So again, what was the purpose of it? I think it was to keep us in line.
That's what it is.
Right. It was to keep us in line. It was to keep us consistent.
Keep us in line. Keep us in line. So much. Sitting at the desk with your hands folded was a good thing. Talking too much was considered a bad thing. I don't think that is anymore.
Yeah, it's still a bad thing in school. We don't want them to talk so much. We don't want them to talk so much.
Miss Lewis, how are you this morning? What is it that you believed when you were a kid that you no longer believe is true? Come on, y'all, share with us. Shocky says, eyes here for the good vibes. LOL.
I feel no
Let's go.
Vibrations.
I played the song this morning before we came out here for the show on our smart speaker. Got to get you into my life, into my life. Lisa was singing along as soon as the song came on. I didn't know the Beatles were the originators of that song.
Mm-hmm. Who did you think it was?
I thought I knew a different version of it, the more popular version in the 70s or 80s.
You said the more popular version? I don't know another version.
Or maybe it was the Beatles the whole time. But I didn't think it was the Beatles. I think of the Beatles in the 60s and early 70s.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. So there was a lot. I'm challenged right now, but I think I'm resolving too that it wasn't a lie.
Okay.
That it was simply the current truth. And Brittany says, yeah, that sometimes it was to give us something to look forward to, like Christmas and Santa Claus and all that. Yeah. Anthony Whitsitt, I used to believe the story of Jesus died on the cross and on the 3rd day he rose. Friday to Sunday is only 2 days.
Good morning. Technically, that's true. But he said he used to believe the story of Jesus died on the cross. He doesn't believe it anymore. You have a right to your feelings and your beliefs. That's how I look at that. Okay.
That's definitely a thing. Hey, Anthony Whitsitt. We miss you. Welcome back.
When was the last time
we miss you? I look forward to your song
about the Pad Man. We haven't done the Pad Man song in 6 years.
Not in 6 years. At least not this year, I don't think.
Anthony, we haven't done the Pad Man song. We got to get Melissa in the house. She got to.
I know. Somebody grab Melissa because she loves the Pad Man song.
She loves the Pad Man song.
But I think that is definitely one that there are some religious things that we took for granted. You know, we just took whatever was said as truth. Mm-hmm. Even Sabbath, and that, I mean, that's a whole nother contradictive conversation that I don't feel the need to argue, but Sunday is not the Sabbath. And the way I resolve that in my adult life, some stories that may not seem far-fetched, is I choose to believe it. I choose to still. You choose to still?
Mm-hmm. Some things I just choose to believe.
Even though you know they're not true?
No, it's not that, even though I know they're not true. Even though it might be fantastic or far-fetched, I still choose to believe it.
Right. So you choose to believe something that you know is not true.
I didn't say it that way.
I know you didn't. I'm restating it.
Mm-hmm. I'm not peace with the restating because
you don't have peace with the restating.
Mm-hmm. Because okay. I'm choosing, if the story is far-fetched or fantastical in nature, Unlikely even. I'll even go that far. Unlikely even. But I still choose to believe it. I will. I'm not willing to say, even though I know it's not true. Dr. Deborah Dunstan, she says that December 25th, Christmas Day, is Jesus' actual birthday.
That's something that you no longer choose to believe, or that you no longer believe.
No longer believe.
I'm trying to hear it with Brian's ears.
I'm gonna tell you now.
It's not helping me, but I tried.
I know that's not his actual birthday.
Right.
Okay. But I understand what Christmas is.
Okay.
We celebrate. It had to be in the summer, his birthday. Okay. But December 25th is not in the summer. So that's not his actual birthday. I know that's not his actual birthday.
Okay.
So what's the and?
So you choose to believe something that you know is not true.
No, I did not say
that's
that.
That's not what you said. Again,
exactly.
That's what I'm trying to. I'm trying to get the whole thing put together.
You're gonna have to choose to get the whole thing put together. Trying to trip up my brother.
I'm not trying to trip you up.
You're not gonna.
I am not trying to.
Now,
welcome to a disagreement in my home. It doesn't have to make sense, which is why I always end the argument. End it with you could be right, meaning that you can keep all that untruth, mistruth, misrepresentation, and lie, and call it whatever you want it.
90 to 95% of the time when Lisa say, "Okay, you could be right," is because she already has decided and knows he's made valid points and he's correct. And I don't have nothing to come back with.
No.
So I'm going to let this go.
That's not what I mean.
That's what it means.
No. It means that you can delude
that
yourself.
Brian has won this argument. His position is the right position. I need to go ahead and adopt that position too. But I got to maintain my place and say, look, you could be right.
No, baby. It means the exact opposite.
That's not what it is.
It means that when you argue with a fool, a stranger cannot tell the difference.
That's true. But if two people argue a position competently, if they both argue it competently, I believe a truth will come out. Okay. That's why I don't mind you trying to have a different opinion or arguing, because
this is true.
Because I know you're going to argue your position competently, and I am too. And then I'll let you know how it goes.
No.
Dr. Beverly says,
after a certain point, I'm not going on with you. Good morning, family. I had a shaking the last couple of days. A good friend and brother from another father.
Wait. She said, I had a shaking the last couple of days. Go.
A good friend, a brother from another father and mother took his wings. The big brother I never had, and a wise friend that spoke in a father's voice. I miss him. I
will miss him.
Will miss him. Oh, that's exclamation point. Then my real brother from another mother had a stroke on Tuesday, so I'm kind of thrown in the wind. I'm holding on, but it's hitting hard. I apologize. Anyway, Lisa, I missed you Tuesday. I had no code, and I wasn't going to interrupt you about that. Catch you the next time.
I just love y'all. Sorry
love
for
you
venting.
Back.
No, you don't need to apologize for venting, because even as Lisa was reading that, I want us to be open and available to hear when our sister is hurting, okay,
and needs love and light,
and
we're sending you love and light.
And I thought I was your big brother, okay, but it's a moment that you're in right now, and it's very, very real. We love you very much. I just want to remind you of that. And however we could be supportive, Dr. Beverly, we want to be. If we could do anything to be supportive of you, we want to.
That's right, Shaki. Come on through with some wisdom. Some things are true for one person and untrue for another.
That is true too. Sister Andrea Montgomery, good morning to you.
Good morning.
Andrea, what is something that you used to believe when you were a child that you just no longer believe is true? Okay. That adults are right is one for me, a biggie. Because they're older, they're smarter, they've been around longer, they know.
That doesn't necessarily make them right. Some adults are right.
Mm-hmm.
And some wisdom comes from longevity, and some wisdom comes from experience, and some wisdom comes from paying attention to somebody else's experience.
I remember at age 15, I was sure I was the smartest person in the house, but that's not true. I learned that wasn't true.
Who did you find smarter?
I found both my parents knew things I didn't know. Okay. A lot of things I didn't know. Yeah.
Absolutely. I think I definitely learned.
I was hard-headed as a teenager. I think about
Really? I cannot even imagine that.
because I thought I was right. You know, what's wrong with you?
Why you say what's wrong with me?
All of this.
Because you said thought as in a past tense word.
Oh, she going like that, y'all. She going in on the brother.
Good morning, Bill. Thank
K
you for
brother
joining.
D. K the brother D. What's up, my Damie? William Brown, good morning to you, sir. William Brown, I am so curious as to your answer to this question. What is something that you used to believe when you were a child that you no longer believe is true? People that are introspective like that, they find answers to that stuff.
Yeah, I have. There was something that I believed as a child that I have evolved in, but I don't think I've totally evolved it yet, although I am moving it. Reading in Genesis and Romans, I keep reading, let us who exchange the truth for a lie. I'm curious, who is the us? Mm-hmm. I'm rambling. Okay. Who in the heck is Santa Claus? And how did he get down the fireplace when we didn't have one? Boy, how many lies did we believe?
Exactly.
Yeah.
How many lies that we swallowed and believed? I used to believe in the Star Spangled Banner. I no longer believe in that.
You used to believe in it?
Yeah, the song. I thought it was a good song and it was a patriotic song. I don't think it's even patriotic anymore. I think it's an ugly song because I know the history of it. Okay. That all adults are helpful. Yeah, I'm right there with you, Bill. I brought it up twice already. As a child, he thought adults were helpful. How about this one? Well, I still kind of believe it. Do you believe that there is good in everyone? I think I still believe there's good in everyone, but I don't think everyone operates with good intentions. I think some people operate with bad intentions. They're intending to do something bad. They're intending to. I've seen people join my project with the express purpose of sabotaging it. Okay,
that's a horrible.
Yeah, they don't want it to succeed. So the way they have to make sure that it fails is to infiltrate it. Okay.
Wow.
Oh my gosh. A couple of times in my adult life, I've been set up to make me react to something so that they can, like one time when I first got out of the military, one of the things I did when I was fresh out of the military, I took a job as a shoe department manager of a big sporting goods store. They had 750 kinds of sneakers in that department. Mm-hmm. And I promise you, baby, 1 month after I was there, they made me the supervisor of that department. My first month, after the first 2 weeks, the current supervisor said, look, I want to quit here. She was a woman. Look, you need to take over my job. Okay, you can have it. I'll promote you. I'll tell them that you're the one. So, and I had a big staff. I had, like 12 or 13 people. And they hired this 6'4" white guy, fresh out of NC State. And we used to have employee of the month. Now they had 100 people on staff. And I used to want the employee of the month to be somebody from my department every time. So I would like sell at the managers meetings about my new person. This should be the employee of the month. And I had one and I wanted another one. I got this other guy to be employee of the month too. So I had two. So that's what I wanted. And the new owner did not like, I was the only black manager, by the way. About 10 managers. I was the only black manager. And I dressed in a shirt and tie most of the days. Okay. And he wore like camo, like hunting gear. That's what he wore. It's a sporting goods store. He liked to wear hunting gear. And a lot of times I wore a shirt and tie. That's how I was rolling. And he didn't like that either. He didn't like how I dressed. He didn't like how I talked. He didn't like how I would sell. So one morning, I was in my department. I was reading over something, a report or something. And Mike, the dude that he hired, he came to, hey, Brian, did you get the returns sent out? I says, no, Mike, I ain't do it. And then he's like, well, did you do this? And I was like, now he's on my staff. I'm the manager. I didn't do it. And he's like, you ain't do shit, did you? I was like, Mike, get out of here. And I'm still going back to what I'm doing. And then he asked me if I did something else, like check it up on me. And I was reactive instead of calm. So he's 6'4", I'm 5'7". So he pissed me off. So I put my head down and I grabbed him by the shorts, and I pulled him down and I slammed him up against the wall. I said, look, I don't work for you, okay? Get out of my face, okay? You work for me, okay? Don't you ever come at me like this again. And I pushed him. And just as I did that, now he was shook, okay? He was shook and he was grabbed and I threw him.
How old were you?
I was probably like 22, maybe 23.
Yeah, because that is a ridiculously immature story.
Well,
so
let me
far.
finish
Keep
though.
going.
The moment after I slammed him against the thing, the manager popped up from behind. He was crouched down behind a rack of shoes or something. And the moment I slammed him, he popped his head up. So he was there the whole time waiting to see how Mike could antagonize Brian. That's conniving.
Yeah, I guess. I guess. I don't know.
I've done that a couple of times at jobs, baby.
Andrea said, I used to believe that if I did not wash my clothes on New Year's Day before the clock countdown started, it would bring me bad luck coming into the new year.
Amen. And my mom was that mom too. You had to have every bit of clothing clean before it struck to the new year. There could be no dirty clothes in the house.
And a woman could not come into your house before a man had entered your threshold in the new year.
I heard
or
it.
You have bad luck.
You have to kiss the first man that comes in your door.
Mm-mm.
For good luck.
No, it had to be a man that came into your door.
And also, you're supposed to eat black-eyed peas on New Year's Day.
And collard greens.
Yep. You have to eat black-eyed peas and collard greens on New Year's Day. The thing about these things, there is a root to that. Why do we eat black-eyed peas and collard greens on New Year's Day? I could surmise, and I bet I can find it to be true, but it probably was a slavery tradition because slaves were able to celebrate that holiday.
They were able to?
They were. That was one of the holidays typically they could.
I don't like black-eyed peas. I've never had a black-eyed pea that was good.
I love them.
I know. How many times have you ever had them?
Not with you, ever.
Exactly. Black-eyed peas and collard greens on New Year's Day. That's right. Those are your pennies and your dollars.
That's what it was.
Mm-hmm.
I like them so. And Lisa's never made it. See how deprived the brother I am? What is it that you used to believe when you were a kid? Again, when I was a kid, I thought I was going to end up 6'4", 6'5". You know why? Because I stood next to some guys that are 6'4", 6'5" when I was a kid. Okay, so he's probably twice my height. By the time I'm that old, I'll be that tall.
Brittany said, I used to believe that you couldn't come inside anywhere with your umbrella up.
And it meant bad luck. That's right. If your umbrella's up inside, that's bad luck.
Mm-hmm. Hat on the bed is bad luck.
And Lisa.
Bag on the floor. No money. Pocketbook on the floor.
I ain't get that one. If the pocketbook's on the floor, it means no money. Can't put your hat on the bed or a table or whatever. What am I supposed to do with it? Okay.
Put it in the closet or on a hook.
I'm in a restaurant.
It doesn't belong on the table. Easter Bunny, how did that get that part in that story? Exactly.
I still don't know.
Yes. You don't know? The Easter Bunny was added to the religion when the Romans infiltrated and adopted Christianity. And the Easter Bunny is a throwback to the fertility god that they still believed in because bunnies were so fertile.
Yes, they will do it. You ever seen bunnies do it? Oh my gosh. But actually, what the truth about that, baby, is Jesus commissioned a rabbit to color eggs and hide them for people so that you could find them and be closer to God.
Let's not. The nursery rhymes, Humpty Dumpty is an egg sitting on a fence. Really?
Yeah.
Really?
Humpty Dumpty sat on the wall, an egg sitting on the fence. Yeah, really?
That's the literal interpretation of Humpty Dumpty.
And then after Humpty Dumpty fell over and all the king's horses and all the king's men couldn't put him back together again. Well, actually, Humpty did put himself back together. And then Humpty became a motivational speaker. And then Humpty was actually do a talk where he would tell people, there I was, egg all cracked, yolk all out. And no one else could put me together. And I realized right then that I was going to have to put myself back together again. Humpty Dumpty, the motivational speaker. And he toured the world telling the same story. Brittany found something funny. Humpty Dumpty, the motivational speaker. That don't give for you?
I think she's laughing at you in the Jesus story where Jesus telling everybody to paint the eggs.
And the rabbit hide them.
And the rabbit hide. Good gracious alive. Let's see. What else did I believe as a child that I don't?
What did you believe as a child?
What did you believe as a child that you don't believe anymore? That's right, Humpty Dumpty. Sometimes you gotta encourage yourself. Amen.
I knew right then I was gonna have to put myself back together again. This yoke is all out. Go ahead.
Thank you.
Yes. Fathers, visitation from angels. Oh, feathers or visitation from angels. I on the fence with that one. Ever feather is a visitation from an angel? That's pretty cool. I hadn't heard that one before, but didn't feathers come from some bird? Okay. Andre Montgomery says, I used to believe you could not comb your hair and look at TV or listen to the radio during a thunderstorm. Well, yeah.
There was a lot of people that believe you better shut up and sit down.
Let God do his work. That's what I heard in my house and my grandmother.
Either God was doing his work or the devil was beating his wife.
I hadn't heard that one. Thunderstorms and the devil beating their wife. Goodness gracious. How many times did the devil beat his wife?
I heard both.
Oh, my friend Doug that popped through here earlier, and I think he's gone now. He used to believe, because he used to tell me this every year, he used to believe March made him sick that month. Every time March came around, he got sick.
I believe it.
So he believed it was the month.
I do believe it because March is one of the most convoluted. March and September.
Yeah, the weather's up and down.
I believe both of those months are designed to make you sick. You could be in 80-degree weather in March, and you could be in a snowstorm in March. You heard the devil was beating their wife too, Andrea?
Brittany says, I was laughing at Chocolate Butterfly, who says she still believes you can't go into the building with your umbrella up.
Yes, I definitely have heard that.
Chocolate Butterfly's in the room?
She may be. I didn't see her.
I didn't see her either. Well, someone said it. Okay. Dr. Beverly says,
I'm angry that pictures of Jesus don't match the description in the Bible, and I didn't put it together until later on. Sad I have been praying to that picture in your mind.
That was Michelangelo, the Italian painter in the 14th century. He decided that he's going to make God look blonde hair and blue eyes. And the religious folks liked Michelangelo's depiction, and they made everyone adopt it. That's what that was. One guy deciding, because they knew hair was like wool, and skin was like burning brass, and feet was, they knew these things too. Okay. That don't look like them. You know what wool's hair looks like? Sheep's hair looks like?
Andrea says, I used to believe that you put your purse on the floor would keep you from having money.
Oh my gosh.
Absolutely.
Hat on the bed. I've heard those things too. Yeah.
I have heard them. I don't necessarily believe them, but I still, how about this twist? There are some things that you don't believe, but you choose not to challenge. Like,
okay,
I don't particularly put my bag on the floor because I don't believe in the superstition, but I don't really want to test it.
Yeah, but baby, I appreciate you saying that, but superstition is really not the way. You see, if you believe in things that you don't understand, then you'll suffer. Superstition ain't the way, baby.
Y'all know why I can't have a conversation with this man.
If you believe in things that you don't understand, then you'll suffer. Superstition ain't the way.
If you believe that superstitious writing on the wall.
That's right. Very superstitious.
Who saw that?
Writings on the wall. He wrote the song. He didn't see it.
He didn't see it.
How do you know, Stevie? Superstition is a form of control, witchcraft. Yeah, I would go with you on that. I do want us to keep going with this topic, things that you used to believe when you were a child, but I also want to take a commercial break and do two things. First thing I want to talk about, today is Thursday. Next week, Thursday at noon, we're going to have lunch on the lake. We had a donation of food from our own Chef Rev, aka Mr. George Allen. He brought some food over. We're going to just have friends that are local to Charlotte. This one is just for the local people. And we're doing it on Thursday at noon. So those of you who can and will, bring a covered dish or bring something. So what I want to do is, if you know you're coming, please let Lisa know or me know what you intend to bring, so we can kind of get a list of who's bringing what. Okay, you don't want to have 10 people bringing ice. Okay, so, and if you bring ice, you're gonna have to bring the cooler too. So for the ice, I'm going to recommend everyone that decides to come, bring your own folding chair if you can. Andre, you're local and you're invited because you're our friend. If you want to come have lunch on the lake with us, we're going to do it at Ladder Plantation right there at the lake. There's plenty of picnic tables out there. So we're going to be at a picnic table out there, and we're going to have a good time. So, woohoo! But that's the first thing I want to commercial break for.
Okay.
Shaki says, I'm going to take the day off. I will let you know what I'll bring. It'd be nice to see you. Just a fellowship. We're going to do it at lunch. No presentations, none of that stuff. Just fellowshipping with our friends. Then we're also going to do cards. Lisa's holding a card. What you holding the card for, Lisa?
I am holding the Joy card. The Joy card. This is from the beauty cards. Again, from the beauty cards. My other cards are in my purse.
Because I haven't seen it in a week.
Yeah. So the Joy card says, joy abides in nature. We're going to have some joy on the lake. We too can abide in joy. Close your eyes for a moment and smile to yourself. Breathe into that smiling. Woohoo! Andrea and Shaki, we looking forward to it.
Lisa's starting right, y'all. Andrea and Shaki, two people said they're going to be there.
Feel the presence of joy as a force of nature. Allow joy to penetrate into all layers of your being.
What a great card. We could do a whole show on what is joy and the power of joy. One thing that Lisa just read is close your eyes and smile into that joy. What?
Close your eyes
and think about
smile into that joy.
Oh my gosh. It's
like you could feel it.
Yeah.
I got joy down in my heart.
Joy is down in my heart.
Down in my heart.
Joy can get you through pain. Joy can get you through hunger. Joy can get you through disappointment. Joy. Dr. Deborah says, hey, someone, can I send money for a donation towards a dish instead of bringing something?
Yes. Or you could choose
Dr. Deborah,
plates.
Why would you do that, Dr. Deborah?
I ain't gonna cook. Let me just help you.
You could bring plates or cups or something, or plastic forks or something if you want to do that. Who's that says they have? Brittany says, I have joy 90% of the time. Joy. I love, the older I get, the more I respect the power of joy. And I think joy is different than happy. Okay.
Yes, I definitely think so.
Because I'm happy now in this moment. Okay. But I think joy is more pervasive, and joy is something that you choose to have despite anything else. Joy. I choose to have joy. You can't steal my joy. No one could.
The world didn't give it, and the world can't take it away.
That's right. That's right. This joy that I have, the world didn't give it to me. And the world didn't give it to you, and the world can't give it to you. And the world can't take it away if you choose to have joy. Hallelujah for that ministry right there, for that
joy
word.
Will make you go.
Yeah.
Hallelujah.
Hallelujah.
Brittany said, I was just thinking I could bring chips or something to drink because I'm not cooking.
Don't sweat it. Okay?
We're going to make a list. And then for those of you who have already said, I'm coming, we're going to.
Here's the other thing, too. I don't want anybody to feel taxed.
No.
If you come to a place where you don't have nothing to bring,
don't bring nothing.
Just bring you.
Yeah.
Just bring you. You're fine. We'll have enough food. Okay, we'll have enough. You're fine. Okay, just bring you. Okay, if you don't have nothing to bring, don't sweat it, Dr. Deborah. Don't sweat it, Brittany. Okay, somebody's gonna have to bring some plates. Somebody's gonna have to bring some cups. Somebody's gonna have to bring some juices or sodas or whatever. Somebody's gonna bring something that's vegan or non-meat or something that's gonna be nasty.
It's not gonna be nasty. Don't say that.
Somebody should. Okay.
Matter of fact, we haven't seen LaTanya and Sam on for a while. We're gonna have to call them.
Okay, cool. We'll do that. LaTanya Blackman and her husband Sam Blackman. Brittany, I want to tell you, I'm excited about doing this with you. We're gonna help Brittany get there ourselves, and I'm excited about doing it, Brittany.
And Dr. Beverly says, and Brian, and I didn't forget that statement, Brian. You are my big brother, and I love you so much. I appreciate you and my sister Lisa. You two are everything to me. Thank you.
That's right. I'm your big brother. You my little sister. You can lean on your brother. You know, you can talk to your big brother. Okay. Brittany said, "I'm not coming nowhere without bringing nothing that's ghetto."
No.
Oh, I'm not going nowhere without bringing nothing that's ghetto. I'm giving you a ghetto pass then, okay?
You got a pass.
You don't have to this time.
Let me tell you, I got people that I love that I know they're not bringing nothing, and sometimes I'm happy they're not bringing nothing.
Lisa and I almost always bring something, but there have been times when we're running around where we didn't pick up something. You know, we're going to stop at the store. And then when we realize we're there, let's just go ahead and go. Okay. And we didn't pick up wine. We didn't pick up cookies. We didn't pick up nothing. But it was okay.
It was not okay.
Well, I was driving. So I didn't feel like stopping.
I wanted to bring something.
I didn't feel like stopping at that time. But it was okay. But you know what? I did give, though. The last time we did that where we didn't bring something, I did give in service. I helped.
Well, good for you. Andrea said, I will definitely be bringing something. I don't like to show up empty-handed.
A lot of people don't. Okay, yeah.
Dr. Deborah says, I can call my personal chef. His name is Publix.
That's right.
Amen.
Dr. Deborah will hit up a Publix.
Amen.
I think I'm going to cook something. Bring my dish.
You're going to cook all of that meat that Chef Rev
I'm going to cook that too. That's going to be in addition to what I'm
What else you bringing?
I got to make my chicken's pasta dish, baby. I haven't made it in a while. You discourage me, but I like to cook. I like to cook it, and I like to eat it. Now, here's the advantage when I cook it in my house. Lisa don't want to eat it, okay? So that means I get to have it that night. I get to have it the next morning for breakfast, for lunch, and for dinner, because I will eat the same dish. It's so good until it's gone. And it's even better the second and third day than it is the first day. And the first day is awesome. So that's what I'm afraid. It seems like overnight, the seasonings and everything and the olive oil gets all up in there. And the next day is even better. Oh.
Yeah.
Brittany Thomas says, well, that's something people make us believe that it's ghetto, not bringing nothing. Yeah. That's the other thing, too.
Oh my goodness. I have remembered people coming to events that they didn't coming to dinner that they didn't bring anything, which you don't have to. But not only did they not bring anything, they took plates. Like a lot of much plates.
Now that's the ghetto part. If you don't bring nothing and you take a lot away,
like a lot of plates.
Like that song "Take Me to the King," I can't even hear it the same way anymore. Because someone has spoofed that song by Tamala Man, Take Me to the King. They spoofed it called Take Me to the Greens. Take me to the greens. I don't have nothing to bring. I do this every year. It's my offering. You know, make me a plate, pile it up high, you know, because I got to make it last all week. Oh. Take Me to the Greens. I love that spoof. One of my favorite. Take Me to the Greens.
Andrea says, I have definitely seen that, taking away three plates and still eating. Yeah. Absolutely. I have seen that. But again, there are some people that you don't necessarily want to bring anything.
like at Thanksgiving, or some parties, they want you. They really, really want you to take some of this stuff out of here. Because if you don't take it out of here, what are they going to do?
It's going to go to the bag.
Right. So they need you to take it out of here. But then you get that uncle or that cousin that call your cell phone from outside the house. Who all up in there? Because they got to make sure that such and such ain't there or they're not going in.
One thing that I think, one thing that I believed as a child that I don't believe now is that if they're family, you have to be friends with them.
Mm. Yeah, you don't pick your family; they're just there. Okay,
you don't pick them, but you ain't got to pick them.
That's right. But my point is, our friends. That's why I think I say this over and over again. I hope it doesn't offend anybody. But I think as adults, our friends become our family. Our friends is closer to us than our family, our blood family. Our friends are closer. They're around us, and we get to pick our friends. It's now 9:44, and we're going to do what we do on this show. The way we like to thank these consistent contributors. Every comment was appreciated today, and everyone that's been rocking with this show for a long time, we appreciate you today. But the way we thank you is with greeting songs and with greeting logos, and this is how we do it.
It's Brittany. It's Brittany. It's Brittany.
Brittany Thomas.
It's Brittany. It's Brittany.
It's Brittany. Brittany.
It's your time. It's your time. Yeah.
We came up with our green song for Doug. I can't remember what it was. We did it once or twice. Something's going on. Doug is on the phone. Something like that we had.
I don't remember that.
I don't remember it either. But Dr. Deborah Dunstan has a song.
Dr. Deborah, non-profit strategist and funding coach.
Our friend Shaquille Jones has a song. Guess who's back again. Shakie's back. Tell a friend. Shakie's back. Shakie's back. I created a monster.
Dr. Beverly's here.
Dr. Beverly's here. And Dr. Beverly is on the show. Good morning, Dr. Beverly. How you doing?
That's right. Absolutely. I want to give you a reminder. We are doing an empowerment writing workshop on Friday. It's virtual. You can sign up and join us at bit.ly/EWW610. That's Empowerment Writing Workshop 610. That's Friday the 10th. We definitely are going to inspire you, and we're going to actually write with you. Everyone will be writing on Friday.
Thank you for that update reminder. I do want to tell you, last night I had an opportunity to be the featured speaker for an organization called BPM, Black Professional Men, Inc. Black Professional Men, Inc. has been an organization for 31 years now. They started in 1991. As an organization, and they meet monthly. And the men that have been there were several men in the room that have been part of this organization for 10 years and 20 years. They have officers, they're incorporated, they're a 501c3, and they had Brian McNeill as their featured speaker because this month they're focusing on business development and business development was the time, and they felt like the middle of the year is a good time to talk about this. So they booked me as the featured speaker, and Brother Brian rocked last night. I put it down, y'all. I rocked, and they wouldn't even hardly let me get off the platform because I gave my talk in 22 minutes. They allotted me 25 minutes, and I spoke for 22 minutes, which gave me 3 minutes for Q&A. Now, the Q&A was coming hot and heavy, and my time had elapsed. They still had more questions, and the host was like, let's keep going. And we kept it going. So it was a great experience for me last night.
That's good. Mm-hmm. Dr. Beverly's on.
And Dr. Anthony Whitsitt is on, too. We just did Dr. Beverly.
We did Dr. Dunstan. We did Dr. Beverly.
We did Dr. Beverly. Yes, we did. It's on this show. But Anthony Whitsitt is here, first time for this year. But he has a song that we remember. His song is... You know me, I'm your friend, your main boy, thick and thin. I'm your pad man.
It's Anthony Whitsitt.
He's your pad man. He's your pad man.
Andrea Montgomery, did she have a song?
No, but Andrea, you deserve a song.
Yes. Bill's song.
Did y'all see Lisa levitate up about a foot and come back to her chair? Did y'all see that?
Bill.
Andrea, help us find a song for you. I gotta recover. Got it in my mouth. Good morning, Dr. Tawana Ross. Dr. Tawana, what is something that you used to believe as a child that you no longer believe is true? William Brown has a song. Good morning to our friend Bill. Nobody thinks like him still. We love him so, and we always will. Our friend Bill. Good morning to our friend Bill. All right, baby.
I think that is everybody.
You think that's everybody today? Let's see here. But we can ready to get out of here as a show. I'm hopeful that you will have a great day today. I'm hopeful that you'll spend at least some moments thinking about the joy that you have. I'm hopeful that you'll spend some moments thinking about what you want your life to be. You know, thinking about it.
And considering conscientiously what you choose to believe.
Mm-hmm.
You know, you get to change what you believe.
That's right. 3 quick tips on how to have a great day today. Because we really want you to have a great day. 3 things to have a great day today. 1, spend some time in thought or prayer. 2, have a good belly laugh. A good belly laugh, at least 1. If you spend some time in thought, have a good belly laugh. And number 3 is have your emotions moved to tears, happiness or sadness. But if you have those 3 things today, you would have had a heck of a day. Have your emotions moved to tears, have a big laugh, and spend some time in thought. That's what you need. William Brown says, wow, the Pad Man is here? Missed my song, coming after you. That's right. Mm-hmm.
Definitely.
Wow, the Pad Man is here. Yep. What now?
I gotta run some errands today.
Okay. Well, I got a busy day today. Today, I am so blessed. I get the chance to do 3 presentations today. Whoop whoop. So I'm looking forward to it.
Actually, I have. I guess I should probably consider them presentations. I get to speak to some people about supporting the Home for Me fundraiser that we're holding at the end of June.
That's a presentation.
Which is the golf tournament.
And it's a sales presentation.
It is a sales presentation, absolutely. And I'm looking forward to those of you who may play golf to participate in this. I've reached out to everyone that I know who plays golf.
I don't.
You know?
I don't.
I know.
Right.
I know. But kids aging out of foster care is definitely a very important cause, and I'm looking forward to garnering as much support as I can.
Dr. Deborah says, way to go, Lisa. Good job. Sales skills can help. Shout out to Dr. Deborah Dunstan. I watched most of it. I think I missed the last 5 minutes of her presentation yesterday. Nonprofit Nuggets yesterday. She did shout out, her topic was, can sales skills help you with your nonprofit? And she shouted me out yesterday. But not only did she shout me out yesterday, she actually made great points about how selling skills help you in your nonprofit endeavors. And it was just a great time to hear you speak and hear you do your thing in your element, Dr. Deborah. I was so proud of you, the way you delivered your word. It was great for me. Good job.
Looking forward to seeing you all tomorrow. Tomorrow is Shout It Out Friday. Make sure that if you get the opportunity to join us on YouTube, to subscribe. We're almost there. We need you to subscribe to the Empowerment Network on YouTube. And I welcome you, Andrea. I'll reach out to you today and tell you more about it, because you will get to play, and we can put you together with some people who are already golfers as well.
There'll probably be plenty of people willing to give you some instruction.
There are some amazing people that are participating.
Tina Miles is a golfer.
Yes, she is.
An avid golfer.
And she's connected me to several people.
Cool.
So I'm looking forward to it. We'll talk to you tomorrow, and don't forget to have sex.